I want to start with Zing. I'm going to tell you all about it, and we'll move on into Core 4. And we're going to start with Zing. Okay, Zing is all natural. All of our products are, so I'm going to say that a lot of times, and get used to me saying every one of them is my favorite, because they are. So Zing has a lot of things in it that I love. Number one, metabolizing booster. As we get older, your metabolism will start going down, so it's really good if you can use something that will make it go back up. Number two, it is going to give you a smooth, all-day energy. This is not crazy, weird, jittery. You don't want to go re-roof your house or anything, but it's just going to give you that energy. What I tell a lot of people is you may not notice it on the front end, but at the end of the day, when you look back, you realize, wow, I got everything done on my to-do list, and that never happens. That's a wonderful part. The next thing in the Zing is a serotonin booster. It's a natural serotonin booster. The number one drug sold in America is a serotonin booster in the form of an antidepressant. So clearly, many people need a little boost in their energy. They need a little boost with their mood. It does elevate the mood, just makes you feel better. The colors outside look a little brighter. You can handle stress a little better. And then the great thing about serotonin, for me at least, is when you have higher levels of serotonin in your brain, you sleep better at night. And I was a terrible insomniac, and I now have to tell my family, if there's a tornado or a fire, somebody wake me up, because I literally have never slept like this my entire life. So that's what the Zing does. You take it first thing in the morning when you get up, wait about 30 minutes to eat. Some people will eat and then take it 30 minutes later. It's fine either way, but you're just going to use that once. Occasionally there are people who tell me that they'll take one in the morning and again later, but all of these products, you're going to find what works best in your body, and whoever brought you here tonight is going to help you right along that track so that you learn, this is what my body reacts to, this is what I like, okay? So we'll give you some general outlines, but then you're going to be able to find out for yourself what works. That's Zing. We're going to move into Core 4. That's all of these products right here. 4 products, they all attack the core. Clever name, right? We're going to start out with Lean Shake. It's one of my favorites. Lean Shake has only 44 calories, lots of vitamins. You're going to see the list right here. Wonderful product because it does a lot of things. Number one, helps you curb your cravings for those carbs and sugar. It also will satisfy your appetite. Even my husband, who is over 200 pounds, people ask me all the time, oh my gosh, I like to eat, am I going to be starving to death? No, the great news is that you're not hungry and that you can use this as a snack or meal replacement, and it will satisfy you. So the other thing, which is my very favorite part, is for me, I believe this is one of the places that's the sustainable weight loss, what keeps the weight off, because this is 10 pure grams of protein from whey and soy isolates. That is not going to be mucky and muddy, and you'll see them. First of all, go look. I dare you to go look at a shake on the store shelf. Number one, way more than 44 calories. Have any of you ever looked at them? And they're like 180, 200 calories. The second thing is, you're not going to find all natural ingredients in it, which for me, I like to know what's going in my body, just like Denise does. And then the third thing is, you'll see them. They'll say 30 grams of protein, 60 grams of protein, whatever. That is very deceiving because they're muddy, so you don't digest them all, and you'll flush those babies right out of you. So if you can get really pure proteins in your body, it feeds directly to your muscle. The person sitting in this room who has the most lean muscle tissue, just by sitting here, is burning the most fat. That's a great thing. Then you're not even working for it yet. And just like I'm sure Kathy can agree with me, when you do work out, that's why they tell you don't just do cardio. You got to get some weights in there, because if you don't have muscle, you cannot burn fat off of your body. We'll let you taste that. Go ahead. Is that the best shake you've ever tasted? If you start a shake every morning, then you are putting good things in your body, and your body will crave good things all day. Most of our breakfasts start with carbs and sugars and all this stuff, then that's all you crave all day because that's what you gave it when you got up. So it's a great way to start every day for the rest of your life, because you're going to feed the body those good proteins, get that lean muscle tissue in there, and continue to be a fat burner. So Accelerate is the next one in the Core 4 line. Very easy. You pop a couple of these Accelerate tablets right before you work out, about 30 minutes, or if you don't work out, right after lunch is when we do it, just because it's easy. You know, you're eating lunch, you're going to remember to put something else in your mouth. So get them out, put them on your plate. But what you're going to do is just take these. What does Accelerate do? First of all, it has cayenne pepper. If you ever watch anything on even Yahoo or on the news, cayenne pepper helps boost the metabolism. And you're also going to get green tea, guarana seed, oolong tea, kola nut. Those are all things that help with the energy, help with boosting the metabolism, but it's a fat burner. It goes straight into the core and starts warming up that core so you can burn the calories. And one of the that's good, right? Because calorie in, calorie out. That's what it's all about. None of our stuff is magic. If it was, I'd be a billionaire. but instead it just gives you the tools that you need to be able to succeed with the things you should already be doing, okay? So you're going to have to work on it, but this makes it really easy. So this gets right in the core, burns, starts burning those calories, burning them off. If you didn't do it right before you work out, you will actually notice you sweat more. I get emails and texts that say, am I weird? I just sweat a lot, and I normally don't sweat when I work out. No, that's the Accelerate Working. Some people will feel their body warming up. The next one is Cheat, which we're going to let you taste when we have our pizza here in a few minutes. You're just going to sprinkle it on like salt. You don't need to have a sound of rocks in your ear, or you've clearly used too much. My mom ran out of it literally in like a month. And this should last you, for us, 2 to 3 months. And she calls me and she's like, I already need some more Cheat. And I said, Mom, we both, she started the week after me. I said, mine is like 3/4 the way full. Really? And I said, do you hear like you're chewing cereal or something? She's like, yeah. And I was like, too much? Too much. You just sprinkle. It works. You don't have to pour it on your plate or, Well, there are days if I forget, I'm like, could I? I seriously would just shake it down my throat. If it doesn't stick, you lick and stick, people. My husband caught me in the kitchen one night with a Reese's peanut butter cup, and I was like, because I am getting 25% of the calories out of everything I eat, and I'm not skipping anything. So you just don't put it in liquid, but it is FDA approved on their GRAS list. Shake it on everything that you eat. You're going to eat. It gets into your system. The acid in your stomach peels that little coating off. It's going to start expanding. Number one, it's going to help you feel a little bit fuller. Number two, it's going to encapsulate, as it's expanding, 25% of those food particles, and then you're going to eliminate it. It's like you ate a piece of celery every time you ate the piece of pizza, because you don't digest the celery. Only the celery doesn't attach itself to the pizza. So this is the perfect thing. It only has one ingredient, and that is a Japanese fiber root, which I cannot pronounce, but that's all it is, insoluble fiber. So it just sends a signal to the brain that says that's insoluble fiber, and you're just going to flush it away. So that's kind of nice. If you had a 2,000 calorie diet per day, then you just dropped it to 1,500 before you ever got started on eating better. So that's a wonderful way to get the calories out. And the last one in the Core 4 line is called Flush. I don't know about you, that scared me. Then I read it, and it says remove all obstacles. Well, that scared me even more. And I said, I have 3. Did I mention I have 3 kids? And one of them is nuts. And she literally would repaint every room of the house while I'm in the bathroom for 6 days, flushing this stuff out. And so Callie says to me, no, it's not like that. It's not a cleanse that you're really going to cleanse everything out. It's a very gentle, and I say gentle, daily formula. So interestingly enough, I thought, still not trying it, but whatever. So I get it home, and I'm, of course, reading because I like to check everything out. And I said to my husband, well, let's just test it out. This was a weekend when we got our stuff. We'll just test it. My husband, are men lucky? Because literally I know we have the same insides, and he will eat. I'm sitting next to him eating the same food. 30 minutes. I could start a clock and win money. He will be like, oop, off to the bathroom. 3 days later, I'm getting rid of the same meal. It just is weird that men typically are so regular, and women sometimes have issues with that. Well, it wasn't terrible when I would go, but it was about every 3 or 4 days. So I said, let's take it. We took it that night, went to bed, woke up, and I went to the bathroom. And I thought, probably my day. I don't keep a calendar, just so you know. It's probably my time. So then the next day, he didn't change at all, just normal. Eat, 30 minutes later, use the restroom. So the next day, same thing. The next day, same thing. Next day, I call my husband, who's a teacher with children at work on his cell phone, until he answered repeatedly. I said, I just pooped 4 days in a row. And he says, you're kidding me. You literally called me to tell me that. I was like, we have known each other for 20-some years, and this is the first time that I pooped 4 days in a row. I think that's awesome. And he was like, congratulations, talk to you later. And he hung up. So when he got home, we had to talk about it more. But I'll tell you what, there are toxins in your system. You don't get rid of the toxins in your system, even if you're Chris, who goes to the bathroom 30 minutes after every time you eat, because there is plaque buildup in there. And I'm sure you can agree with me. You've watched on TV. Colon health has become a really big deal, and they're finding out that those toxins get back into the bloodstream, and then you can get disease and you can get problems there. So it's very important for everyone. You may not notice a difference in the product physically, like going to the bathroom more if you're already regular, but it is making a difference inside of you. The other thing is it reduces bloating right away. In 2 days after trying our products, you're going to notice your stomach gets a little flatter. And then the next thing is that plaque that's sticky is holding on to calories. So the reason it's in the Core 4 line is because you're going to be able to get those calories out of your system as well. So that's Flush. That's all of the Core 4. All right, I'm going to tell you all about our superfruit juice. These last 2 products are my favorite, again, but they really are for the health benefits. They're going to help you with the weight as well, but these are the most incredible products I've ever seen. And we cannot make a medical claim to you, and I want you to know that. What else I want you to know is if you have any special medical need, if you're not just the average Joe out there with normal health, then take the ingredients to your doctor, because we're not doctors and we don't make these medical claims. But I'll tell you what I do know is that tons of people have taken them to their doctor and they say, get on them. Do it. Try it out. It's good proteins. It's good antioxidants. It's good for you. We have stories of people with heart, issues, nursing moms. We have people with diabetes on our products, but we always encourage you, you need to decide for yourself and you need to take them to your doctor, okay? So if at the end of the night you do have something and you're wondering if it'll, mess up this or do that, then we're just going to give you the ingredient list and you can take those to your doctor and then get back with us, okay? Superfruit Global Blend Juice. This is the most amazing product. I have a 7-year-old who knows that, an 11-year-old who knows that, and a 3-year-old who knows that as well. My 7-year-old wants to be a pastor when he grows up, but I told him the other day that it's going to be a toss-up between that and a bartender, because every morning that child gets up and he goes straight to the kitchen. Every trip we get to take with Singular, we buy little shot glasses, and they're for juice. Most of the time. No, they are. And my two sons and my daughter will pick out which shot glass they're going to use, and then my middle son opens it up and he pours everybody's stuff out, and then they all take their shot and go sit it by the sink. But they won't miss it. And they know when they have. When we run out, my children are like, Mom, when are we going to get more juice? Where's the juice? Because everybody feels so much better. Full of antioxidants. Your body makes primary antioxidants, boosts your body's ability to do that. You cannot possibly take in, unless you have an organic fruit and vegetable garden, all of the great things that is in here in a day. So it gives you all those secondary antioxidants. And then lastly, it has an herbal adaptogen, probably my favorite part about this. It helps to balance your body. I don't know if you know this, but for women especially, hormones play a huge role in our weight. And I've had a hysterectomy, and so I actually got to experience that at 34 years old instead of much later in my life, but hormones can play a huge role in us carrying weight. So it's very important to get them balanced out. Obviously, for people with diabetes, balancing your blood sugars, which clearly your mom has had amazing success with. And so that herbal adaptogen just balances all those things in your body. It also gives you tons of energy because the antioxidants feed to the cell. This is what really protects your immune system. The healthier you are, then obviously the better your body is going to be able to let go of weight when it's ready because it's healthy. So wonderful product. It also comes in a zip stick form. This has an additional 2,000 milligrams of aloe vera and xanthones, which is an anti-inflammatory. Huge, the amount of stories we get on this. We have a Facebook page called Zing It, and it is incredible because people get on there all the time, daily, I would say, and talk about what the success of having this juice in their life. I love it for skin because I'll tell you what, before this, even at my age, I was always having breakouts and stuff, and people all the time are like, you're glowing, why does your skin look so good, what are you using? And I was like, it's not about what I'm putting on here, it's about what I'm putting inside of me. And so it's great for that. It's like anti-aging in a bottle. But the xanthones, which are the anti-inflammatory, have been fabulous. I have a friend whose mom has gone off all of her, she has arthritis, she's gone off all of her meds. They ran out and had to wait a week to get their product, and she had to go back on them. Then she got back on the juice, went right back off of her medication. She said, I will never go a day without it because I feel so much better. People who get out of bed and are bent over, people who have knee and joint pain, shoulder pain, they're going to start finding some relief because of that anti-inflammatory quality. But what else that does for people who maybe don't have actual pain is inside your body, that's the other place disease starts from, is a place of inflammation. So if you can get that inflammation out of your body, you're setting yourself up to be in the best place to try to ward that off. And then the aloe vera, a lot of people don't understand. It's a very natural healer, but what they don't understand is pH in your body. Most of us sit in an acidic mode. And that's just because of the free radicals in the air. When we work out, we do that. I mean, it's everywhere. And if you can get your body in an alkaline state, then a lot of things, the diseases won't grow in that. They grow better in acid. And so it's just a great way to give yourself the best health you can. Now, does it mean you'll never have something or not get cancer or whatever? No, obviously not. But what it can do, and we have a lot of people who have had amazing stories that have cancer that have helped bring their markers down, because when you get your immune system built up and then it uses chemotherapy and your doctor's treatment, then it can give you a better effect and you can get, just get that body in an alkaline state. My mom's a 3-time cancer survivor, and her whole life, Her doctors have said, you are so acidic, you've got to get your body in an alkaline state. She tried. She has taken every herb everywhere and couldn't. And when she started this product, she's completely in an alkaline state. You couldn't give me $1 billion for that. My sisters had cancer, my dad, my grandma, I mean, it's all around me. So my children, my husband and I, and anyone in my family, we do the juice every day because we're going to put ourselves, I'd rather pay for it now when I'm healthy than pay to be sick, pay to be in the hospital. So, you know, it's just such a blessing to us to have that. We just released with it. You're going to have to forgive me. I don't know a ton about this because it was just this weekend when we got it, but I have never been more excited in my life, and you mark my words, and Jimmy has even said this will be the #1 sold product we have, and I believe it. After taking it for one day, it felt incredible, and we have been doing it now for about a week, and I mean, my husband walked in yesterday and said, I didn't even know I could feel better. At this point, we had been taking the products, and we thought we were golden. And he's like, I feel even better. I didn't even know that was possible. And that's what happens, you know. What this has in it, it's like a 2-page list of what is in this product, but it is full of vitamins, it is full of minerals, it is full of enzymes, it is full of super greens, those whole foods. Again, just like we have super fruits, well, we also have your super greens. I don't eat spinach, kelp, spirulina, broccoli, all this stuff every day in mass quantities, so I can't possibly get all the benefits from that, but now I can. And also it has probiotics. What I will tell you is, I just went to the store, unfortunately, I wish someone would have told me, 2 weeks before this release and got just a probiotic, and it cost me only $10 less than this, 2 pages. And you would have to probably buy 8 to 12 different products and stand there and swallow them 17 different times during the day in order to get what you're going to get in just this little deal here. The other absolute phenomenal thing is it's time released. So what that means is you don't have to take this different times of the day. You can take them both right when you get up in the morning, and it's going to hold on to some of it and release it later so that you don't actually excrete all these wonderful vitamins, minerals, and enzymes. The other thing in here that I just about passed out when I saw was flaxseed and chia seed. Incredible omega-3s. They're gross just to eat. I try to hide them. I mean, I do. I try to hide them in a shake. I try to hide them in this. I try to hide them in that. And they don't taste that great. But now they're all right here. So it's really cool. It's a 2-tone, which is a natural. But it's just going to release throughout your day and overnight. Your body heals overnight when you're sleeping, which is why, you know, when you're sick, you should go to bed. And when you've had surgery, you should stay in bed. Because when you're resting, your body heals. So it is going to provide all those amazing vitamins, nutrients, and minerals overnight. So no matter whether you're here for weight loss, energy, health, I think everyone in the world needs to be on this particular product, no matter what, the people in your life. So, okay. Now that you've listened to the products, I want to make sure you guys get the pizza. So what we're going to do is you're going to sprinkle some cheat on your pizza, and then there's a little juice cup there as well. I want you to grab one of those when you're getting your pizza so that you can taste the Superfruit Global Blend juice that we talked about. It's a little more concentrated, whereas the Zip Stick to me tastes more like Kool-Aid. So you'll know the difference. You're getting the same things in it, but a little extra aloe vera and the xanthan. I just want to remind you guys while you're getting your pizza about the cheat, okay? It takes 25% of the calories out of what you're eating, so don't feel bad about eating pizza. Often people will say, really? You're going to have this weight loss and energy product thing at a Pizza Hut? And I was like, absolutely, because we like to eat and cheat. Life is about moderation, not deprivation. So just sprinkle it on just like that. It's taking 25% of those calories out. You're going to eliminate them. It's just fiber. It's good for you. Fiber's great for you. It really helps with the cholesterol too. So.